How to get a woman to think about you non-stop. Well, hello and welcome. I am so glad to have you here, my handsome man, my beautiful man, my strong man, my persevering man, my tenacious man who just will not give up until he gets the woman of his dreams, until he gets the love of his life, until he becomes a man that keeps the love of his life. I honor you. Namaste. If you are new, let me introduce myself. My name is Arica Angelo, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Arica Angelo Intimacy Experience. And we are gonna talk about how to get a woman to think about you non-stop. Let's just dive right into this. The first thing I wanna encourage you with is be a man of purpose. There's nothing more sexy to us girls when a guy knows his purpose and he is driven to pursue that purpose. That shit is sexy. You wonder why people like Bill Clinton and all these people would get all these women. It's why. We as women love a man who has some purpose, who goes after it. So that's why whenever you look at these really not so attractive guys and you're like, how do they get these beautiful women? And of course everyone says what? Money. But a guy could, let me just break the spell for you right there. Let me change gears a little bit. A guy who just has money, let's say that he inherits a shitload of money and he can take a girl to a nice restaurant and buy her shoes and blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you, over time, that shit gets old because why? When he's laying in bed watching Netflix all day, the girl's gonna eventually go, ew, gross, he likes doing nothing with his life. No, us women, we love a guy with purpose. So that's bullshit if you guys all hide behind, it's just money. Come on. No, we love a man with purpose. And guess what? You can be a man of purpose. So there's no reason why you should sabotage yourself, why you should take yourself out of the game, but figure out what it is that you were put on this earth for and start pursuing that. And if you're not sure, then start with somewhere. Start with a talent, start with a passion, but start pursuing something and get some purpose in your life. And do it for you. Do it for you so that you feel more accomplished, you feel more hopeful, you feel more driven with your own life. Apart from getting a woman or keeping a woman, do it for you so that you can wake up in the morning feeling good about yourself, feeling comfortable in your skin because you know where you are going. Now this next one is something that I highly believe in, and that is an emotional warrior. What the hell is that? I'm gonna tell you. Anyone who has made any progress with their life, meaning on the inside, they've developed themselves, they feel comfortable in their skin, they're confident, they feel like they belong to themselves, I guarantee you that person is an emotional warrior. Listen, none of us get through this life unscathed. We all have our wounds, we all have the places in our heart where we've been broken, but an emotional warrior rises to the occasion. He gets in the ring, he tackles his demons, and he is relentless about it. He is tenacious about it. Guess what? Life gets hard, shit gets hard. We all realize that. A woman is not gonna be interested in a man that when shit gets hard, that he craters. No, you wanna develop an emotional backbone by getting some emotional awareness, some emotional clarity, maturing, growing up emotionally, and innately having that warrior's heart to become that emotional warrior. So what does that look like? That looks like you understanding your emotions and what's going on inside of you and having to be able to communicate that. Also, having an emotional awareness of what's going on with her. Sometimes we don't know what the hell's going on. And so sometimes we need someone else to look into her life and go, hey, maybe we should just step back and look, could it be this? Having that emotional awareness is a game changer in today's society. Yeah, so you got a great job, you have a car, blah, 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 but do you understand your emotions? And the next thing is that vulnerability. Can you embrace vulnerability? These are the tools that help us sustain and keep a relationship. It's not about just finding love, it's about keeping love. It's about growing with love. And the only way you can do that is if you have the tenacity of an emotional warrior. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then I highly encourage you, sign up for a personal coaching session with me, and we will begin you on that process that will sustain the love that you're meant for. An emotional warrior, he is not afraid to admit to his mistakes. Blew that one, missed that exit. Guess I need directions. Shit, I really hurt your feelings on that. Fuck, I blew it. I am so sorry. An emotional warrior can step into that ring with her. Face it, you don't want to be the guy coming into a relationship clueless, because women have been given the skills to develop their emotional awareness. Whereas guys, you haven't been equipped. Society has not been on your side to equip you, and that's not your fault. But you have to take responsibility. You have to start somewhere. You might as well start now. If that's you and you've not started, then sign up for that personal coaching session with me. This is the other thing that is so sexy. When a guy is assertive. Ay, carico, papi. I love a guy who can sit here and say, okay girl, this is where we're going. We're going to this place. I'm gonna pick you up at this time. You're gonna have a fantastic time. Wear some comfortable shoes because this place is gorgeous. You're gonna wanna move fast. It's gonna blow your mind. That kind of assertion, asserting yourself, is immensely sexy for us women. It is a turn on. When we think of a guy who is a man of purpose, a guy who's an emotional warrior, he has some emotional intelligence going on, and he's assertive, hello, you are the dream guy. You have become the dream guy. Screw everything else that has told you that you're disqualified, you're not good enough, you're not attractive enough, you don't have enough money, you don't have a fancy car. Screw all that. Give me a man who is a man of purpose, who's an emotional warrior, who is assertive, and hello, that is sexy. It's like, yes, enter into the holy grail, my man. Now, assertive does not mean that you're a kiss ass and that you're text messaging her every second. No. Give her some space, make some dates, send the text, and then give her a little space to breathe. Give yourself some space, because remember, you're a man of purpose, so you need the space to pursue your purpose. And be assertive with your touch. Listen, I know that we are in sticky times, and when you hear that as a guy, you're just going, ah, everything in society tells me not to touch a woman. But listen, if a woman has expressed romantic interest in you, you've got to touch her. When it comes to touch, that goes beyond every barrier that we have and connects us back to our heart, gets us back in our body, and turns the brain on to go, hey, I desire this person more than just a friend. So that means moving the hair from her face, a delicate touch to the arm, a hand on her back, holding her hand, going in for the kiss. But when you feel like a woman is into you, you've gotta be assertive with that touch. And listen, if she goes apeshit on you and she says, I don't want you to touch me, then you know what? It's good to know that stuff from the beginning, because if she's gonna be a tight ass about this, then you don't wanna pursue a relationship with her, because if she's chewing you out over that, chances are she's gonna chew you out for a lot more, and you don't have time for that nonsense. We as a society are craving touch, so I know you might be terrified, but listen, you have intuition, follow your intuition, but go in for the touch, because we need it. We're a society that's craving it more than ever. So to sum this up, be a man of purpose. Start your journey in developing and becoming that emotional warrior, and be assertive. Listen, at the end of the day, you can have a woman, but if you have lost yourself in the journey, it's never worth it. So do these things for you, so that you can become a better man and feel better about yourself, regardless if a woman is involved or not. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comments section below which one you are gonna implement today. Don't get me started on this whole touch rant. You know what? If Oprah went up to her and touched her, I bet she'd be okay with that. And what about that gray guy from 50 Shades of Grey, the billionaire? Oh, I bet if he touched her, I bet she'd be okay with that. This double standard bullshit's gotta go. If you don't want someone to touch you, then just say, oh, I'm not comfortable with touch. But you don't have to be an asshole, and you don't have to expect everyone to be responsible for you and what's going on in that brain of yours. You have a voice, be kind to people, don't be an asshole, and don't sit there and shut down everyone who's just trying to have some freaking human interaction. Don't get me started.